Hi everyone, welcome to the Leadercast of City Hill Together. This is going to be a leadership journal, a leadership journey that we're going to have together monthly, and I trust that it will be helpful to you and to the churches. The thing I want to pick up first at this time is gifting and strengths. I've observed many leaders, including some of the guys within City Hill, just struggling to lean into their strengths. And this is the challenge, and I want to kind of visually show it to you, is that often what happens is we have a particular task that has to be accomplished, and our natural inclination as leaders is to say, well, let me do it, let me get on with it, I accomplished that task. And often that is it requires a lot of energy. So I'll give an example. If you're a prophetic type person, and you are needing to preach into a series on evangelism. I mean, that's a challenging thing. And so you're spending hours of time out here. I heard one guy say to me, he spends 30 hours to prepare a message into a particular series in his church as an elder. And I'm thinking, not that that's too much time. I mean, what is too much time? But I am thinking that I can make it easier for you. And I think the key is actually to lean into your gifting, or to take a detour into your gifts. And instead of going straight to the task, why don't you come out to your gift? So if you're prophetic, for example, and you have to preach a series on evangelism, why don't you come out to your gift and ask yourself the question, what is God saying prophetically about the topic? What is the Holy Spirit stirring in you when you are thinking about that topic? And you begin to write down some kind of prophetic thoughts. And that actually forms the basis of your preaching. So you've come into your gift first, and then you're speaking to the church. It'll accomplish two things. Number one, you're leaning into your gifts, which will always make a better preach. And the second thing it'll accomplish is that this process, I think, will probably take you 5 hours, whereas this could take you 30. In other words, you've really gained a lot of time in the journey. Let's say you're a person who's involved in numbers and figures on a day-to-day basis, and maybe you're not in church, but your day-to-day work is working with companies and figures and numbers. But you're a people's person, and you have a problem in that you have certain tasks that have to be accomplished every day to do with numbers and structure. And actually, I'm suggesting to you that you allow yourself a detour into your gift. You find a way to collaborate with people to get the task done. Why? Because people is the key to you. And if you keep doing this, the more you do this, number one, it'll represent a much higher number in terms of time. It'll be more time consuming for you. But secondly, it's going to destroy you a little every day. You're going to find a little bit of you dies every day because you're not leaning into your strengths. So even in the context of a corporate business, you should be leaning into your strengths. One final example about our prophetic guy. If he's off to see someone in the church, maybe to counsel a broken marriage or some issue, what tends to happen is that he goes and does the job, again, consuming a lot of energy, consuming a lot of time, because it's not his gift. But if the prophetic guy was to lean into his gift and let God speak to him about the couple, about the situation. And he then goes to the couple and says, listen, I was praying for you, and God gave me these 3 or 4 things to deliver to you. He's accomplished the task, but through his gift. Absolutely key for us in leadership if we want to sustain our leadership journey, because leading in any context, but more particularly in the local church, is never easy. And if you want to sustain that journey and keep your energy high, you actually have to lean more into your strengths and into your gifts. And I would really encourage you to allow yourself the detour. Whatever the task may be, if it's a pastoral task, a preaching task, an administrative task, whatever tasks you have, make sure that you take the journey through your particular giftedness. It will halve the time you spend, it will keep your energy high, and it will allow you to actually accomplish the job that you need to do in a better way. You'll actually be better at it because you're doing it through your gift. And so enjoy that particular journey as a kind of take-home leadership idea for your leadership teams. God bless you.